op lines, but first things first is the pistol. Already testing the A side as a stealth drone comes through. Rose with a recon ready to go. Cyber Cage, Mada skirting around the outside of it and steps in. It's Rose to fall first. What a crack onto the rock, stuck in the corner. Now NRG steamrolling over BBL, showing some of that signature momentum midway through the round. And Loita's a long way from the action.
As fast as BBL got to that site, they all went down. Just diving into such a scary situation, is able to come up with a multi-kill.
Confident, playing forward. Mada so crucial. Look their way into art in that prior round, and this looks to be much the same.
Now look at this. BBL, though, they're pretty fast on this rotate. They've got 4 players on this side as Lovers Rock opens things up with that spam through A main.
He's going to go re-clear it now. Crewen here obviously sat inside that smoke here as Rose doesn't want to overextend. Mada actually got into art from the A side, and now he's ready to pave the way onto the site. Deathless so far, but Lovers Rock puts that to an end real quick. Tries to flash himself on the corner, but instead it's a gate crash on out. Now NRG thinking about a pivot. Mid is essentially clear. BBL have no purchase there. And so we're going to bounce across to the B side.
Pivoting over towards this B side, Loita has had no reason to leave back halls, and Lovers Rock off the teleport is going to be here in time to support despite the low HP.
And out of the picture already, LaRock able to get valued. Lovers Rock tries from upper. It's going to be down to Keiko now. Spike is not to hand. It's been left on the wrong side of connector, and that smoke, and with time being as low as it is, Keiko may opt just to see if he can keep a cap on this economy from BBL. You expect a high-low swing potentially, or just a hold
the
from the
entirety of that round, ready for the pivot back late. That spam kill was massively influential on the round. The player coming through A main off that split, all of a sudden definitely do that around the Tejo, but Lovers Rock doesn't want to give things
dangerous. Dangerous! Lovers Rock couldn't break their way into the game properly. Give up the Goru early. Mindful, of course, of some of these Cypher trips on the site. Mada's going to be able to dive in here, though. It's a secret. Rhodes on the other side of this Cyber Cage is going to have to get involved sooner rather than later here, but this util obscures his vision. He's stuck in art for the time being, and Keiko accosts him instantly.
Other side of the map, yeah, goes past all of these stars. Wants to fight Mada. Rose kill through the smoke, though, and now they can just relax. They don't have to fight him towards B. But with still a minute on the clock, NRG don't feel any time pressure to try and accelerate. They can work the map.
Are we going to go for this? brawk gets a ping?
No way.
Rose!
No way!
Okay.
Oh my god.
That wall is not quite as permeable as brawk was perhaps hoping, but Rose actually might want to follow this up. Can he catch him unaware? brawk fortunate. Just around the corner, takes damage, and there's the spray through! You better get up early if you want to step into the brawk-tagon, Rose. Lovers Rock sees, though, all of NRG grouped up here, and here's that Armageddon towards back halls. This gets uncomfortable for Loita, but he can step up towards that kiosk.
30 seconds left.
And here's the attempt at a stall, but onto the side come NRG. Keiko felt early, but it's going to get trade out. Yoru's out of the picture, and so the op is dropped. It's Crewen from upper. Sight crawling with NRG. It's Astro Util. It's everywhere. Straight away, Mada goes in for a bit of info over the top. In fact, Keiko lingers, so Nova Pulse could have been an issue, but there's Rose taken out by Ada's Fury. LaRock feels a little bit stranded right now, out at sea, and eventually capsized.
That 1-for-1 is just not going to be enough. Now, do NRG try to continue this pace? Yeah, that Cosmic Divide is going to cut the site in two so they can get into the front safely. Crewen has that, little cubby to be able to try and spam a planter from Crazy from Lovers Rock.
Cut out of the bag, they're all about the shorty play. Crewen caught out as well. Looks like that was likely spammed. Yep, into that dugout corner.
Wow, I'm definitely not expecting the peak from top default coming through the wall. That's crazy.
Spike is loose, in fairness. Not planted yet. Still a bit for NRG to work with, though. And of course, brawk is at large with that Odin. It's lockdown time from a safe position. Kiko's able to set this up.
Lovers Rock opportunity in this 2 versus 3 to just stamp his name on the server. Start to show people globally why he's been such a star in EMEA.
He's back into the side very quickly, though. That Nebula will be recalled. Lovers Rock wants an angle on brawk and all. That's a crucial shot to be missing. He'll have another crack of it, though. Thought about the shorty play, but again, constantly canvassed by discontrol util is this A-site in the post block.
Look at this 3-prong crossfire setup that NRG have now. Players on BBL weak. Wow, what a shot. Are you joking? Still, though, how can they win this? The crossfire just looks so good. Maybe with that divide, cutting it off.
Here's Keiko on the side, ready to fight for it. Loita is able to find his third, and it's up to Skuba now. There is a star on the site, but Skuba has to fight for it, and I think he knows. Here's the grab well. Lovers Rock gets it to half. Skuba's not done yet. Oh, through the wall, it's going to be dangerous here. Loita gets the defuse, it's Skuba!
Dangerous still.
Yeah, and no ability for that scope weapon here for BBL. Mada's Rock's been without it for many of these critical rounds. They've had to give up lots of this B long. You see the crossover here by Loita. Spotted out though, but it's still trying to scoop. Instantly slaps him.
Oh no, the rest of the team are trying to get here in time to anchor though.
Okay, Mada's going to fight for halls here. Guided Salvo gives him a bit of space, but he's going to have to brawl things out. It's two players hoping to double face him, but here comes the cavalry. Crewen's already found two. brawk's having to play off the side here, but a lot of very low health targets, and Skuba, he's in. That's Rose already dealt with, and Lover's Rock is really playing off this. Down to 11. Hoping to try and break this crossfire.
Very free plant on A, and almost certainly a round win.
And yeah, look how deep here NRG are able to get.
30 seconds left.
Into dugout goes Mada. Oh, your cringe post-plant util being set up.
Mollies, you got the missiles, the stars. brawk has shock darts and Odin spam. Okay, but Crewen has a sheriff and a kill, so that's one way to start it.
Mada pretty far forward there. Still, we have, yes, this whole circus of utility to make use of now. It's time for LaRock to attempt to ride the lightning. Special delivery would have been an issue, though. And that post-plant util now just being used. No one really tapping it for the time being. But again, BBL know there's no real chance for them to get this defuse. They want to fight. They want to get something out of this round, extract some value. But here comes brawk, straight through the corner of the wall.
The Odin spam from main. They're just going to get shredded. And on top of all that, a round where they use the brawk is back to the op. And finally he's able to put something on the board with it. That's Mada down.
Loita those in trouble, and that's the Astra down already. The stall potential for BBL's drastically now reduced. But NRG want to play it slow anyway. Skuba left as the insert inside this nebula. Will he try and sell something here? He gets ahead of it, spotted out. That is ridiculous. There might be an option here for NRG to pivot back. Or at least sell this further to BBL. They're buying every inch of it.
Oh my
Another
God.
for Skuba, the guy is absolutely unstoppable. And he may well have done enough. 3 players up for NRG, all over to the A side of the map. This Cypher util is present. Still are looking for deeply entrenched post-plant positions as the attackers.
The flick for the first kill is just disgusting. But BBL, they're here in time. Lover's Rock with a great shot to even the odds.
Conventional drift here for Lover's Rock. Crewen wants to play through his cyber cages now. He knows there's been a cross. He can hear it, and he had the drop on them. Now the 1 versus 1. No plant yet. Ethan quickly trying to get over towards the B side. And Lover's Rock hedging his bets with a gate crash in that same direction. 25 seconds left in the round.
And he takes the gate crash right in time. Going to be posted on the angle. Oh my. Maybe this could be the rally cry for BBL.
No what though, he loses the op because of that guided salvo at the end of that round, Wyatt. So he's back down to a Vandal. Here's Mada coming in. LaRock somehow falls through the
he's slowed, he's mollied.
I don't know if he can get out of this one. Lover's Rock is down. And now, of course, this Armageddon makes it tricky to get into halls, but Rose has been able to find some purchase, and Crewen steps in. Now you've really got to make use of this position. Get an upgrade to the Guardian. A lot of info there for Rose, but he still needs to swing into
entire half. You had that this star round from Lover's Rock with a 4K. Loita had that other great round. But outside of that, NRG are just playing on a different level as a team.
The America's support for NRG. Crewen's on the wiser. He might overswing into this if he's not careful. Tap down, saturated, still gets ahead for his trouble.
Yeah, that's not bad. 1 for 1 in the hinder, and that's going to allow the rest of BBL to just know they can take this A site for free, but Keiko.
And there's plenty of stall here. That Astra util comes in, as well as a guided salvo. Keiko's having time bought for him for the rest of NRG to arrive.
BBL want to keep fighting for more. I mean, that recon kind of indicated it, but no, they back to the site.
A timing here for NRG, perhaps out of flower. Yes, Loita's going to be caught. Ethan across to the side now. What? Nasty work with the frenzy.
Gonna fall back here.
An opportunity presented itself there for Mada. Shot missed and refracted away. The patience of Keiko again being rewarded. This could get ugly for Mada. It's about to be overwhelmed. Gets a shot in the rock though, drops in one.
What a hinder that with 3 players, or maybe 2 in a clone. I don't know, man. They can't get in regardless.
And look at Skuba's waiting inside the site. He's ready to throw down, and there is nothing BBL could do to stop them. Rose with 2. Alarm bot buys a little bit of time, but Ethan's unfortunate moment with util in hand means he's got to give that space up and now give BBL a crack at the site. Skuba here, not concerned about making noise, apparently. He just gets cut down by the stinger.
No, he's just caught between 2 players. He has to get proactive in some kind of way. BBL with a rare advantage situation to try and capture a round.
BBL know they're on a clock now. That trap wire was destroyed. They're aware of the flank. Loita lit up. very, very low. brawk should be able to finish him off here with this shocky. And so he does. That's the Astra out of the picture, and here comes keiko! LaRock not ready for him. Crewen gives as good as he gets inside Art, but BBL are bleeding players. He's waiting for a push. He's at Hunter's Fury now in response to the tap. Ethan knows he needs to get started with this sooner rather than later. Third bolt comes out, but Crewen deals with him, and keiko won't have the time for a defuse. Finally!
Continue. Standard recall star goes down, drone to send Mada back, and this dimensional drift is going to get ripped by Lover's Rock.
Okay, heavy old investment though. BBL have no choice but to absolutely go for it. Lover's Rock here maybe trying to play off some of this Astra util, and yes, stunned up. Mada was an easy target, and Skuba didn't know what hit him.
What a lovely combo. Lover's Rock thought he might have been in some danger there. keiko actually going to place this lockdown in the 3-on-4. That's going to rout BBL. They have to get far away from the site. You have Crewen late coming down the link.
Lover's Rock here, of course, will be able to pull out. That is the lockdown done and dusted. brawk already wants a position up inside that fast lane. It's at least out Ethan to get a trade. keiko on the tap. Of course, he knows he's got to contend with this Astra util. Watch out for Link. keiko's ready for it. Extra sensory perception from the brick, but now we'll have to throw in a 1v2. Loita. Disadvantage as they are. Real strong A-main presence, and they're lingering here, Wyatt, as well. Look at the investment for NRG.
In the meantime, BBL have two players working through Art, but Mada just shuts down Rose on that try swing.
Oh, I don't know how you're going to get out of this, LaRock. One more tap, and it'll be Dog's dinner. And Skuba deals with him. Mada, okay. Struts up onto the site and has already dealt with Crewen. That's the Cypher out of the mix, and Lover's Rock can't find connection with that Outlaw.
Just have not displayed the coordination necessary to take Pearl, one of the...
Spotted now. With only 25 seconds left to try and make a plant. It is all done but the crying for our first map in the
here.
So much stall util. This has really got BBL milling about in the open for now, and Ethan can continue.
Are they going to draw Mada into a peek? Will he be baited?
The timing.
His timing is crazy.
He doesn't see anything though.
Anything. What?
30 seconds left.
This could be ridiculous. It was Lover's Rock was watching for it though. BBL did have a contingency in play, and Mada had no idea what he was running into.
There's some acute awareness there. Ethan is trying to get some space towards the site. Low HP, less than half, pressing up with his frenzy. Smoke going to now be thrown down by keiko. Teleports into it to try and get even further onto this site.
A bit of paranoia instantly though. Has to play this slow. Sees the edge of Loita around the smoke apparently, but isn't able to best him. So brawk here with very limited options. And 5 players breathing down his neck.
Under a lot of pressure. Does he try to just get out of the site completely? Is Ethan going to fully commit, try and double up anchor?
They're getting ahead of the guided salvo, but Skuba was ready. LaRock is going to be felled instantly, and Ethan was already there at the rescue. Skuba tests the clone. Crewen's able to trade it out, and the ping onto Ethan is instrumental in having the Teo picked off.
The rest of NRG just too far away to be able to flood in time to support those guys.
Mada second earlier, and he might have had a chance despite the trapwire in his way. Now he's going to have to be patient. Rose is on an off angle as far as he's concerned. He may not be ready for this. Look at the creep coming around! And there was no flick in time from Mada. That's an upgrade for Rose. keiko and brawk have to figure this out now. Up onto that B side, smoke being occupied though, still by Loita. He'll be waiting for his opportunity. Rose also, his position known and noted. Can he do much from there? No. Loita into the smoke here. Head first.
By those still for BBL. Outlaw in the hands of Lover's Rock. Mada getting pinged up, but has no fear.
Okay, LaRock, yep, he's able to connect that saturate. LaRock unaffected though by the one from Mada, and so he's...
Like Crewen is all the way back A. They're trying to work through main. The spike is still in spawn. It's kind of some madness, but the timings are being found.
brawk knows he has to make a play. Look for a timing here because they've lost control of the map entirely.
Okay, man.
Lover's Rock is straight up the top of mid. Deny any...
Though, that if they got knocked by that first map, if the confidence was low, they wouldn't be playing their style in that way. He's going to be looking down mid, but it's some pace from BBL on this A side. Classic combo, dimensional drift into Hunter's Fury.
Off the rip here, does get a tag as well. brawk going to be caught out here with a saturate, and now straight through A main come BBL. Wind in their sails. And they've also got a new rule theft, just
especially I feel on the round where you know that it's going to be the NRG timeout cook-up round, right? Whatever they had in stores just made totally irrelevant when you get a big, fast exec like that off.
And it feels like this map will overwhelm that A side and make it virtually impossible for any retake. The util came together to herald the approach of BBL through a main, and here comes that conversion path straight away. Poison Orb activated, but LaRock's going to go in and over the top. He is in that site, and there was nobody else from NRG to stand. Saturate around the corner, catches on a mada, and he could not get out. Keiko also can only look on. How does he get involved here? Flash on in. Lovers Rock at least is able to find the trade, and NRG are down 2-3, make it 2. Skuba means an ill-timed demise.
Rock trying to escape through mid. Oh my god!
NRG can throw a shock dart or two and then just give the side up. But that push in now, brawk realizes that so much of the map is lost to them in terms of the mid. So BBL have rotation options now to get into tower.
Skuba's got to be sweating. He knows that he could get pinched playing in that pit. He gets out of it, and Brock goes down heaven.
Brock
all of a sudden,
player. Now that Viper's pit doesn't mean anything. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
in fact, it's gone.
Skuba's surrounded.
Trapped in the site. Doesn't want to fall back behind that smoke, but has no other choice. So by hook or by crook, BBL are taking this A-site control. And now again, NRG have to answer the question.
Maybe if Ethan can get one kill, that Armageddon will be active. This flank duel is so important.
That's not enough. Mada quiet so far in this map.
And now all the BBL attention can just be focused forward. Not a lot of tools for NRG to get back in.
Half-hearted as it may have been, that paranoia sets up for a kill opportunity. But the other angle was eventually retaken by LaRock, and Ethan's got nothing to see from
after NRG's domination on their pick Pearl. This has been such a solid attack half. Those fast execs on the last 2 rounds on that lightly held A site were really
keeping their options open. There's heavy A main presence for NRG. They want to get ahead of these side hits, and I don't hate the timing, but LaRock was watching for it. Now though, the Waylay's out of the picture. Rose though, at large still, and finally Mada gets involved. Before this, his kills only came in junk time with the op. Now though, carves out his spot in the round and gives NRG a staging ground.
Nice little timing caught there from Skuba as well. Mada on the jiggle peak. Just going to give it up. Doesn't need to.
Decided that playing aggressively over towards A main is the better of the 2 options.
30 seconds left.
Now it's a high-low setup that Loves Rock has to swing into their fundamentals and mechanics, and those moments that NRG won, those are the ones where BBL
look at this crazy play, the double cage. So Loita is all the way into heaven.
Ah, the famed Turkish default. Yep, love this one.
Crewen gets a catch in mid. This is madness. Okay, also, the spike is in spawn, but Loita could teleport to pick it up, but no, it's just going to teleport to the B side. Like, I thought maybe there'd be some wild play with that later, and now Mada's trying to peek in, but it's called... I mean, this is just... I can see the mini-map and my brain is hurting, so yeah. God knows what it feels like to be without that energy right now.
Challenges the exact same double-faced angle that Mada did, but this is kind of what we've seen from BBL on a couple rounds, and it feels like it's orchestrated, but they push up and take all 3 lanes of the map and then settle on B pretty decisively.
Ethan caught trying to retreat as well. Only Brock on the run. And that is what makes BBL such a cool team, though. It's like you watch them and kind of at face value, it feels hyper individualistic. And don't get me wrong, Lovers Rock, LaRock, they will take their individual moments of just feeling the flow of the game and trying to make a big choke.
Keiko's going to have his crosshair positioning broken. The Armageddon's going to force BBL into the side, but this is what they wanted to be anyway. A 1-for-1. Keiko only gets his tucked in the corner. Now the guided salvos had to be respected. NRG flood in from security, but a conversion pass catches on at just the right time, and LaRock is going to benefit from it. Dive into the smoke. Shorty connects. And down to Skuba, go NRG. He wants to get in, get it over with.
You want to mix things up, walking down this B side. I mean, lucky neither outlaw shot connected, I'll be real.
Playing a dangerous game, but they need to close the gap to get some value out of these stingers. Or this stinger, rather. Skuba's pinged out now. This is looking ugly. LaRock and Lovers work the angle together. Ethan hoping to slow things up a little bit, but dimensional drift and, well, and light speed means they all get in past him anyway. Lovers Rock will fight this. Surely not quite good enough.
No way, we're going for that. That's a little bit bold.
Against a stinger player.
Say.
Yes.
Keiko now on the flank, low HP, and dealt with by Loita.
Ethan's out of util, can only fight, maybe work his way into this smoke, gets an upgrade, but gives away his position.
BBL are really trying to take the time here, just bait out some of the peaks. What a beautiful recon.
brawk sets it up beautifully from upper. And now there's a chance. In the 2v2, LaRock recovers the spike. Needs to get across though, and brawk is going to see this. He knows that the Waylay hasn't crossed to coast yet. Ethan has a window to catch LaRock out.
It's just so uncomfortable for this BBL duo.
Working Working the angles though pretty diligently, and there's brawk helping him clean up the mess. It's brawk taken low behind the boxes. The spam was good, but Ethan's
They're not even done with this second map just yet. He completely took over the game here. Now NRG just playing at a fast pace. Quick little open onto this A side, and we're set up for a full 5-on-5 retake. BBL have pushed down the flanks though, so there's going to be a lot of pressure coming in that A main side that NRG will have to deal with.
NRG getting active already back in towards A main though. They want to hold this angle. Yeah, imagine BBL are going to be ready for it now, especially with the dart connecting. Wide swing from Lovers Rock gives him the space to bring Skuba down. But Mada will be lying in wait as well. Both Crewen and Lovers Rock are one-shots for him. Still not able to get there.
And Lovers Rock posted up with the Outlaw close.
Very close, perhaps too close. Ethan, like a bat out of hell, descends on him. But Rock, though, with a much more safe angle. Okay, smoke towards tower. In we go. Trapwire dealt with by the shock dart, so Skuba gets into the site. He's going to get all the way back over towards that security. Crewen here can only speculate. He is getting hammered through the smoke.
Yeah, he's just got to relax and wait for the rest of the team to get here.
Skuba was hoping for an opportunity, a timing, and that window was now closed.
NRG have no tools to fight forward.
They could get wrecked by a timing out of security here, but quickly they assert control of tower. Now they've got a crossfire. Skuba has to play forward towards the spike though. Sees a glimpse of Crewen and deals with him. Still into the planner, he's got to go. It's a mess, but NRG... Flank push. Drone here, Lovers Rock is going to be tested. Able to duck out of there quickly, but Skuba, don't know what happened there, don't want to know in fact. NRG have got other things to worry about. The fish to fry are here on the B side. The bullets behind them fly. Rose will be caught surely by a right click here. It's going to be Ethan that salvages. It's still messy, Wyatt. It still ain't pretty.
Oh, look at the HP on NRG.
The Rock, though, got chunked down by the shock dart earlier. It may not matter. He's got the Outlaw. Ethan's going to be a one-shot to him. There's going to be a plant. Ethan's recovered the spike. 24 health. And here comes the Rock, ready with a refract. Ethan might want to take a bit more of an aggressive position now. But eventually, the Rock has to step up. But decent start here.
Yeah, they get the Molly missile. Oh, when he just walks forward and falls off. He just pressed W. That's all that happened. He didn't even mess up the jump.
Happens to the best, as it seems. That's beautiful from the Rock, man. Fate feels like it's guiding him.
It allows them to get the orb and play into the site, but Lovers Rock is just going to play around it, get a free kill.
Time is ticking. NRG need to commit. Rose here. Correction, not quick enough, and Skuba's able to get the better of him. There's a chance to get into tower, but he thinks twice about it. In fact, he'll go A main with the rest of his team. Crewen dies in. Ugly. Mada's able to deal with it. Frantic moments of spray. Lovers Rock doesn't have the weapon for the situation at all. The Rock at least is able to trade, but it's him and Loita. Spike plant will go down as the Rock walks into a crossfire.
I'm pretty sure both of those players were hindered, but he just wanted to jump across to deny the plant. Now it's just Loita by himself.
Finally.
I gotta see what happened there with LaRock jumping across. This was a huge kill for Skuba to get, by the way, that ISO 1v1 in mid. Yeah, he did get 2. And a ton of ults to try and actually manifest a comeback here.
Oh, Crewen so crucial here, but maybe not expecting that number of NRG players on catwalk. Look at this push.
He's been getting caught on this defensive side. Yeah, it's BBL all the way out of B, already trying to get over towards A main on the flank. Lovers Rock collecting the information and body blocking so the Hunter's Fury can come through.
It's dangerous here. Again, trying to snarl NRG up within the purview of the Hunter's Fury. Skuba the only one tagged out by it, though, when keiko timing works against him. BBL able to steamroll him over towards that A main side. Okay, we're going to see the convergent paths used there up towards that security. Mada fighting for it. Lovers Rock, though, is able to get back in from security itself, though, and NRG are off the site for now. They are in a post plant. They do have the util. Loita are about to find it the hard way, but he gets it to half.
Yeah, that's very significant. Skuba coming to the back. Look at the spam from LaRock, and they're just sticking the spike.
No way! Amidst the smoke!
The 26 for 9 against the world champion.
On their arguably best map right now. I don't even know. Crewen gets himself a free neural theft. We'll see the second player coming, but Skuba gets the drop on him regardless. Low as he is, it's going to be a Viper spit inside tower. It's a new one.
All right, Lovers Rock does go down, but Rose is there for the trade.
And so the pick goes as quick as it came in. Still, A-side controlled is definitely there in spades for NRG. They've got 2 players in tower.
Yeah, Loita just teleported all the way back towards the spawn, and now Rose in, yeah, a lot of danger.
Big saturate. Convergent path though. He wants to try and end the game. There might be something here. Up from tower. He is. Hindrance catches on towards brawk. Loita going to play it safe, but brawk definitely won't. Over the top he goes, and out of nowhere.
Retake unless brawk can maybe get a kill here on Mada if he overpeaks with the shorty, but you have to imagine he's going to want to just stay tucked.
Mada gets ahead of the relay bolts.
And brawk heard some footsteps there, so he's going to be patient.
Mada, though, is playing just on the edge of this smoke, though. Prowler doesn't catch Mada, so he actually might have a timing here. Oh, no! Spotted it, apparently, as a run out from the smoke occurred. The rock spots him, and now through mid, keiko's trying to go for a later re-hit. Now that snakebite's going to make it a little tricky for the Omen, though, as brawk might just have to fight tooth and nail here on the side itself. Lava's Rock steps up. Focus here over towards that upper area, but the reload is awkward for Skuba. He is caught out. Loita peeks, Lütfen has to step up, right click gets the job done.
They're going to be lacking for info here, NRG.
It's going to be up to Ethan, really, to try and keep Lava's Rock quiet.
Crewen, huh? Oh, man.
Caught in the Razorvine and realized he couldn't be up there on rafters. That was well read into by NRG, but Rose might try and find a timing here inside the smoke. He hears it all around him. It's a 1-for-1. Mada, though's ready to fight for more. Into the side he goes, baits the shot out from Lava's Rock, and so he's off the line. No time to gate crash away. Lava's Rock
30 seconds.
instantly taken to task by Skuba.
That's a nice little catch from Loita, but can brawk find a situation in which he can close the gap with this judge? Does have the fast lane, does have that relay bolt as well, so it's definitely possible. I mean, hell, those two players backside stacked up, they could both get stunned if it's placed in the right spot. You know, if he fast lane crosses through elbow.
keiko knows he has to be quick, but brawk is not running at breakneck speed quite yet. Traded out by Loita. Now, really, he just needs to see what he can find. He has one TP left, and he's able to take Mada down instantly. He knows where brawk is. This would be the moment for brawk to get something done. Play for time. Play it safe. It's planted out in the open. It's not favorable whatsoever for Loita. So he gives it a tap. Flash here. Holds it. Holds it. Gets it to half. But time is short, and he's got no choice. brawk just teases him out.
Pressure was on. Crucial 1v1 clutch to win. At that, though, NRG
straight through the poison orb and early heaven control. He's pushed all the way through.
This pace is insane. There's no way BBL expect this, right?
Prowler at the head of it, but no! Mada gets, as the cat amongst the pigeons, does overextend, but brawk at least is there to make it a favorable trade, and he hears the rock coming. He knows the Neon is encroaching.
That is excellent follow-up from brawk. Had to cover so much ground to be able to help Mada, and he retreats. Seekers now being used by Ethan.
They're
Man
all going heaven.
advantage.
They're all going heaven. This is very illuminating for NRG. Paranoia catches on to brawk, but he's still ready to fight for it. Every angle covered. Crossfires in place for NRG, and now it's a matter of just sticking it. And Loita's going to have to saunter away
from
the
round that they come into it with, right? With Mada just pushing all the way through heaven, getting down. And here's that all from Mada just storming through heaven off that relay bolt. It's all about pace, but Rose shuts it down instantly.
Raw stopping power. That's exactly what you need in a round like this. Crewen also wants to get involved. Not one to let the game get ahead of him, clearly. And already NRG down to 2 players, yes. They're in the site, conditionally anyway. brawk's the one with the spike, and he is very sequestered away from keiko.
That was some blistering speed from NRG that went straight into a brick wall. Pretty crazy that Rose was able to just deal with Mada what felt like quite easily in a chaotic situation. Just fighting him up close in that smoke. brawk spotted out by that Prowler now. Retreating with the spike towards site. BBL, they're just content. They don't need to do anything right now. Yeah, enjoy. Take the site. We'll play a retake 5-on-2.
This is a very wishful Razorvine here. keiko found 2. brawk
Easily just throwing down the early vines. Can Mother's rocket another shot? No, that's a pretty tough one to hit. Mada through that molly. In some danger, but crosses back. Sight!
Good recovery. And I love the TP across there from the Omen of keiko. He is in position and ready, but the judge was not noted close to the B main door. And now into the dimensional drift.
Lover's Rock forces teleport away when he, misses that crazy off-shot attempt. Then comes right back in with the dimensional drift. Feels like it's cooked when Loita goes for the teleport across. But no, the rest of it either site right now.
Characteristically, though, again from BBL, no B main control outside of this posting from Lover's Rock. He's got to respect that steel guarded. He'll be able to keep his primary for the time being. That's great reaction though for Crewen. keiko attempts to walk up and it falls flat on its face. Shot missed though. There's a chance here to get into the side for NRG. Rock maybe flash around the corner, some shorty action. Yes! Tears Mada's head clean off his shoulders. Spike loose on sight, and LaRock now looks to post up on yet another corner. The op is still singing out in time. It's getting very short. Skuba's away from the star player of BBL, but, you know, chance to egress in towards this cabin position until they force their way in, and it works out. Behind the guiding light flash, Ethan's able to find Crewen. LaRock spotted out now as well. He tries to play the rat angle, but he has been revealed. And perhaps NRG Bites might be looking elsewhere for now.
Oh, the barrel is spotted by Lover's Rock.
Oh my god! His gate crash, I don't think it has the effect he wanted it to. He might have wanted that back towards spawn a bit further. Either way, Lover's Rock swings himself onto the angle. Takes the Vice out, but now he's got to contend with the Viper's Pit.
Oh my god, I mean, Ethan is so low. Even mid-range, he could have gone down to the shorty.
Now, though, the question of getting back into the side for BBL is a difficult one. Screens is covered up by their Viper's Pit. And they've got Mada in position to watch an A main play. Dancing the bullets past the wall, but Loita's still able to make short work of him.
Now they've got a real chance, and they have more than enough cash to go for a risk like this.
NRG are in the pit. They can play themselves back into the site that way. But their information now is kind of expired in its usefulness. Loita's already playing forward onto the spike. Doesn't know if there's going to be a swing out of this pit, though, to try and challenge him, but Lover's Rock's trying to get ahead of it. Skuba, that's the swing. And there's Lover's Rock ready for it. Loita, that is dirty stuff. Gets it to half, and now it's on keiko. And the Guardians just...
how much that crumbled for NRG. Just miscomms on miscomms, it felt like.
Fast playing towards the A site now. Oh, he's going to see all of it. It's a disaster for NRG.
That they are trying to get through a choke. They're being stuffed by players by way too much util, and a willingness from BBL to just run down the world champs.
No respect, just as promised from BBL. Rope's making those shots a little wayward, but brawk is still dealt with eventually. Just a suspension of disbelief, perhaps. Expecting Mada to be there so early, but it's the customary sort of fake TP and B main setup. Try and dissuade any further presence, though. It's fast up ramps for NRG.
Yeah, Rose is trying to get over there in time to find some kind of trade. Loita teleports behind him and spawns.
Surely this is good. Loita!
Spike down.
I heard that was against the law! And now down to 3 are NRG!
The spike is on the ground. It needs to be recovered by NRG now. BBL just pounce on that.
Yeah, I mean, he's that Trailblazer. Nothing to clear that space. NRG have lost this spike almost certainly. brawk with his stinger has to try and find a way to get it back. Decayed down, caught in the seas. And now BBL get to play with their food. Don't worry about it, There's bigger fish to fry for NRG.
How do you get back into this if you're NRG? Mada has the full kit. Maybe there's a way he can fast lane to get the spike, or like relay bolt one guy, try to isolate, slide at him with the Bucky. Maybe off the chaos, brawk could try to make something happen with the Phantom. All right, just a recovery mission. They got the spike and they're out. In the meantime, brawk is just hauling his way to the B side.
He can't cross to heaven, and Mada knows it. He's got to go the long way around.
BBL are not far behind. Rose is already posted up in B heaven.
brawk does have a rifle, though. Oh, no! Noise made, and brawk's able to capitalize. Now there's a glimmer of hope. Dimming by the second, though, as Lover's Rock gets closer under Dimensional Drift and emerges in front of brawk. It's an absolute capitulation for BBL. Stuff the choke on the A side of the map. Sharp from Mada. Sharp as attack from mid. That's where they got that control. Mada is actually going to go deep yet again. Going to play close up down those stairs, and he's gotten two. Once again, it plays beautifully, and this time Mada was on his own there. It doesn't matter. Enough rope given to BBL for them to hang themselves with. And Crewen is in a 1v5. These are important rounds for NRG to find at the end of this first half.
A light smile on the face of brawk after he wins that 1v1 while stunned against the judge. we are in silly land, Mitch.
That's his position boasts on defense. Fast lane, though, to play BBL in towards the A side of the map. keiko respects it, sees Loita with a TP top side, and knows the rock's already crossed, but everyone surrounds him. Good damage done, you can say that at least, but NRG are now pushed off the action.
Even lucky to get away alive. The spam coming his way in that smoke at 15 HP energy. They just want to fight. brawk is in up top, but he can't connect the shots just yet.
A lot of low health players, but brawk has got so much on his plate. I'm not sure if he brought his appetite for this one. BBL with 3 players all below 31.
They've got 59 health total. This is so winnable for brawk.
A couple stray shots here and there. He's getting nothing from BBL. Look at the push up here from Crewen inside the box. The bait jump out there for Rose. Down to 1 HP.
Fast as you possibly can in the game of Valorant. Everyone W key pressed getting into the site. They just overwhelm these anchors.
Might be an early thrust here from NRG, but they're all caught in paranoia, and Crewen finds his early. LaRock still wants to go for it, and the judge sings out. He'll take the trade. BBL favor now as Scuba's looking for a timing here up mid. It's only the clone that's there to see.
I might get a free one on Loita though. It's proactivity from Skuba.
Oh, you're
timing
kidding!
Unless...
He'll know. Scuba knows he can get this one. Waits for the last possible second. But again, it's still a player advantage for BBL. Scuba on ramp, cut down, and it's on keiko. Has that side presence, and in fact, I don't know if BBL
keiko starts making it close. Why not?
keiko doesn't have the time to check every single angle. The weapon is out.
Pretty meager buy with just the stingers, though.
Yep, little offensive pops here from this defense side is what they're going to have to go for. Some fancy footwork there by mada. Twinkle toes, but dazzles Loita. LaRock though has gotten deep into the B side, but is solo trying to sell something here. How long is he going to get away with this? He's hoping for a push on the corner.
And when is he going to get some help? I mean, does he even need the help? How is he not gone down?
Okay, so ultimately it's not a fake being sold. BBL trying using to pave the way, but here's Lovers Rock for 1. Mada comes in around the corner though. And this thrifty round, once again, the Turkish default. Deep A, deep B presence for BBL, but they're not really knowing where to end up in the end.
Okay, this will rush over into A. Mada needs to back up. That's a bit too much pressure. Okay, the judge ain't doing that. Judge isn't doing that, bro.
Apropos of nothing, it's Ethan down through the smoke. keiko, though, has been very dependable on this B side of the map. Great anchor, bought a lot of time, and there he just takes that kill in B main. And actually looking a little comfortable here, or at least easing into this defense side now. Nice slide in from Mada.
Things not being coordinated between players, going down isolated, and NRG finding nice moments to aggress onto some of these isolated players like we just saw there with LaRock. Now NRG just need to close things out as the clone goes forward.
Sees the gun barrel. Lovers Rock handled now.
Now the entire team is rotating over here. They just want to go for this straight up exec. They have to deal with brawk and some delay utility and that choke.
Exactly. That Razorvine could be big, but Lovers Rock, of course, can circumvent all of it. There is LaRock falling, though. Ethan plays himself onto the side, checks that Razorvine spot, and then what an angle to find Lovers Rock on! They all step up, and the Mastermind knocks him down like dominoes. Loita will be double swung in a round. Was the fake jump there. LaRock though in hot pursuit. brawk going to try and cover Ethan's retreat, but it's just not enough. LaRock will not be denied.
That is pretty outrageous. Does brawk try to get back in here? I mean, there's a slight angle with the molly not fully covering the choke.
No, he doesn't fancy it. There's a risk of being triple swung there in the end, as the side is certainly under BBL's control for now. The screen's present for brawk as he crosses back over. And it looks like Mada wants that heaven control again.
A look at this flank from Skuba, but it's just being read by Loita. This timing can Skuba win this out. Oh, he can!
Can't afford to lose though. Skuba had a chance, an opportunity. There's a slide in from Mada, at least forces the gate crash, but that's back to the site. Lovers Rock can just play as an anchor now in this retake.
And Loita doesn't have to do anything but live. He can just be a nuisance in the back line over towards A main.
Now NRG have to descend into the Viper's pit. An unenviable position at the best of times, but they've got to go for it. Lovers Rock straight through the smoke, caught out. That's keiko for 2, surely not more. Loita steps up.
Not much stall utility where they're playing with the sky. Look at this. Relay bolt is so good. Yeah, just the dash in.
The C's, man.
That fight was so important on the flank as well. If Skuba wins that out.
Lovers Rocks gets himself a scope weapon.
Oh, they gotta deal with him there, yeah. They just fight it even more heavily.
Pretty good map control here. Look at NRG, yeah, double face, and that's Crewen down. That's also the Viper wall gone, so very quickly NRG are going to realize there's no one else today, especially with these Seekers trained from the rest of BBL. Here's brawk from lower. Paranoia comes in from B main. That's disruptive indeed. keiko's taken out by the op. Lovers Rock spotted as he drops down. Skuba waiting for a chance to get this crossfire going, but Loita could be a problem in the corner of the site, and he's not spotted out. 2 for the Omen.
And Rose just saw the barrel. Mada backing towards stairs, though, makes a little bit of noise. Look at Ethan coming through main.
This could be fortuitous timing. Ethan with a flash still to play with Loita very low, as is Rose. Surely you don't fight yourself out of this one. No, Mada there from CT. It's Loita down. And Rose can only get back on rafters and have a bird's eye view of a situation that likely will spiral out of his control. 18 health. Mada plays close. Ethan with a double face. brawk understands the assignment though, Wyatt. Play post plant with this Steel Garden.
And now look at this, Loita can teleport across so they can have all 5 players on this execute. I love what BBL are doing so far. brawk, he has given up the site, retreated with the Odin. Can he get anything done with the spam? No, it doesn't look like it.
Nothing to see from that crossover. No way to light up BBL as they get into the site, but again, there is a Steel Garden in play. Here it comes. Tough to get out of this one. Keiko trading out for Loita. Now wants to get onto the site. Smokes off that main position, trying to force Lovers Rock off the angle, and he's taken down before the smoke blooms. Now onto the site we go. Risky and dangerous for BBL. They're grouped up together, hoping they can crossfire this, but one by one, they step up out into the line of sight of brawk. NRG happy to try and encircle them, maybe once again play themselves into heaven for at least the trade.
You can see the gate crash was just sent back all the way towards market from Lovers Rock, so at any point could go back to Rose is here with the spike. I'm sweating just watching his point of view.
He's alone for now.
And LaRock has doubled back, and it looks like Lovers Rock wants to maybe play proactively, maybe make some noise and teleport back to the others.
It's the same high-low setup here. It's dangerous. Relay bolt thrown out, but Lovers Rock finds success solo over on that A side of the map, but is he ready for brawk? He sees him.
Yeah, gets the drift with that kill, gets the info on brawk, and now BBL are on the way towards that A side. Gets the space in, elbow, leaves a dimensional drift. The rest of BBL, they get past that wall, it gets tripped. It doesn't matter. This is going to be a 4-on-3 for the game.
Oh, through the smoke, Crewen doesn't know what him and brawk's far from done. This is exactly where he shines. Through the corners, the damage is gone. LaRock is riddled with bullets. Lovers Rock tries to stand up, but it's on Loita. 1v2 in the post plant. Oh! Unbelievable! We're at both for Loita! Takes us to overtime!
Extremity control on either side of the map. NRG working fully through mid, now fully through B heaven. Following the Trailblazers, Mada downstairs into the spawn. So now these BBL B site players have to be concerned about an additional lane that NRG could be pressing them from.
And so they've had to reposition, but they do have that B main control, so they can just flip the map on that side of things. Big shot, Crewen knows also where Mada's going to be coming from. Mada thinks twice about fully committing to it. Relay bolt, fast lane, you name it, distracts him from the reality of Skuba descending. Loita in the back corner of the side, and Mada slides on up. Rose will get the drop on Keiko though. A backstab pays off, and NRG still need to find a spike plant.
And LaRock is just still in B main with this judge, has to find a moment to close the distance.
Just a bit of the head was enough for Ethan to take Lovers Rock out of the game. It's all on LaRock. With the judge, gets an upgraded weapon, understood. Skuba's going to be able to set up that high-low crossfire. LaRock with it all to do.
To the round, and it works out.
It's becoming the signature for NRG on this map, but now they'll flip the defense. brawk and the Odin. Match made in heaven. 3 plays with the paranoia, and look how quickly BBL had to disperse. Mada though wants to get in there. Perhaps a slight overextension. Sees, catches Keiko, TP across, and the snake bite gets his spike loose.
He just doesn't know where to go. Felt like he was going to walk into a sight line.
This is recoverable though. There was a gap in the smoke, but Loita moves forward and gets the spike to hand. They've still got to deal with brawk on these off angles, spamming through the wall, and now with a razor vine to slow BBL down.
BBL have enough time though. They don't need to overcommit right now. They get those thorns out.
Lovers Rock daring brawk to swing that line. But he knows better. LaRock slaps him down. That's the Odin out of the game. Keiko now has to be as dependable as he's been all game, if not more. Tucked just below rafter. Lovers Rock sees him first. Well, now Ethan and Skuba have to work this from different angles, pick apart the tapestry the BBL are put together. And we're just going to show. Crewen tries to find a timing with it. It's a trade. So it's up to the captain yet again to save, to salvage. To bail water out of a rapidly...
That teleport doesn't even get him all the way out. It gets him to elbow, by the way.
Oh, this is play up mid from Mada, okay. Ends up being traded out. Skuba, they're going to play close with the shorty towards rope room. He hears it. Oh, it's ham-fisted. It's haphazard, and ultimately it falls in a screaming heap. Now to salvage, there's just nothing left to gather up for NRG. Lovers Rock makes sure of that. It's keiko on his lonesome. A long way from home. Deep in enemy territory.
Lovers Rock in the meantime, just a free little two-piece over towards A main. Control of the spike for BBL. All in the hands of keiko. The lone change in the roster for NRG this year. He has been so good. I think especially at this tournament, he's been playing even better than he was during the kickoff run to get here. Has had some phenomenal maps, but what a task he has in front of him. Spotted out, blinded up now by the paranoia as time is just slowly dwindling.
The consideration for NRG is now they've got to win that defense side round themselves. Stay alive in this series. They said, Strong at least, said that BBL were the team they least wanted to play. They felt mechanically they were the strongest and they always overperform expectations. This game, I feel, is no exception.
Fast lane coming in towards B. Lorak is in fast as a fight in mid as well.
Okay, everything promised to BBL. And they will snatch it up happily. Mada slides in, but it's a little too late there, I'd suggest. Plant here over on the B side of the map. Skuba has to play his way into mid, but he's marked up. Prowler reveals his presence, and Rose just walks away. He's done enough. He knows that Skuba is going to be up against the odds. The deck is stacked against NRG. Such the brawk has to try and work his way into B with an Odin. Good start. Lovers Rock out the game. Player advantage still though for BBL, and Brought needs to find more. How? So, let's run it back once more. Defense side off for Lovers Rock.
Wow, Rose out in mid, just caught and dealt with straight away by keiko. From this site, they've left Loita on his own.
Yeah, a little bit out in the open. The timing's not quite there though for NRG. Loita is going to be extended a stay of execution as he gets back towards spawn. Poison Orb in heaven will allow NRG to creep slowly into position. And Loita, I think, now realizes what has happened, that he's given up the site. So patiently he'll wait for BBL to join him now. Maybe a play into heaven. Either way, NRG have 5 players ready for the retake attempts.
BBL gathering up now in heaven. Not a lot of utility to work with Rock and try to create some space by getting in with this fast lane, but that's about it. On top of everything, NRG, 2 guys going back through mid on this late wrap to close out the round with the spike planted for them. Feels damn near impossible for BBL to try and win this out.
keiko low, got topped up in a pinch there by Ethan. Here comes brawk. A timing for keiko doesn't quite pay out the way it was supposed to, but it's Ethan locking it down from the corner. Enough to Crewen on his own. There could be some shenanigans there. No, here's the activation. Skuba's going to give up that ground. keiko getting ready, trying to stall out the B main push here, and it works. Inside the smoke, Skuba needs to find a timing, and it might be now. Yes, he emerges, and Lovers Rock is dealt with. Still has to be a spike play, but BBL have lost all of that heaven side control.
And in the meantime, Crewen, he's just way too far away. He can't help his teammates at all.
Loita tries to stop the flash as it comes on in. keiko boots on the ground, and here's the spray from the Odin. Loita left, black and blue, and keiko gets the fade out of the game. 4 health and a dream for Loita, and it's enough to take down keiko. Numbers even now. Skuba knows Loita's low. There's a player towards his left. He may not be alive. That's a throw for Loita. Get out! Because NRG are just getting exploratory early, looking for a fight, a raw one. And off might have served Lovers Rock better there, but we'll never know.
Mada brought very low, but Ethan maybe an opportunity to heal up Mada back to at least that 100 HP. BBL have gone for a reclear over towards A main. You just saw the Prowler expire there. Perhaps some false info. As NRG, they do want to end on this A side. Rose.
How is he going to get out of this situation?
I mean, he won't be getting out. He just has to get kills.
1 kill might be enough. It feels like one and done for Rose. And under pressure, he wilts. Smoke towards that heaven side now, and you can see LaRock tries to play himself into the side. He's going to get there. Awkward now. And the judge is a well-apportioned weapon for just such a situation. He gets away with that too. Spotted though by Skuba. Spray into elbow, deals with the neon. And here's Crewen from up on high. Can only find the one for the time, folks. Straight up mid. BBL determined to use strength in numbers, but Mada's tucked in mail. And he'll follow them. What a timing! Crewen dealt with, but now Mada's been revealed. Back into mid he goes. Behind that relay bolt.
Just overwhelmed by the numbers, has to get away, but keiko on high!
And that might be enough! Loita steps around the corner. again, salvages the situation. But it might take a little more than that. Mada re-emerges here over towards B main this time, and NRG know they've got a bit of time. Ethan tentatively, dutifully, looking for a free opportunity. BBL are going to group up and make the play through small, but guess who's waiting for it? They've stepped into a brawk. And that's Loita. A double face here surely means that this is the end of the road. Surely LaRock can't get it